But I love the fact that she just decided that she wants to have children. But I don't know, honestly, if that will be on the plate right away, because there's some complications that happen along the way of them discussing having children. So, yes, I think that it's very possible that she may be pregnant in the future, but I don't think it's going to happen right away. I think she has some growing to do too, personally. That's what I think. But.
And where would you like to see your character go?
Where would I like to see the character go? Wow. I mean, I'd love to see her open up even more. I mean, we've seen her from the beginning be very guarded and have all these walls put up. And she's slowly been taking them down, especially from her relationship with Booth. She's just become less guarded and more empathetic and sympathetic and understanding of the human condition, and also of how to behave socially in certain situations. She's had difficulty doing that, and so she's been growing. I've been growing, my character's been growing, and I'd love to see her grow even more and open up even more, and those walls come down further, and so forth.
Okay, we've got a question back here on the right.
Hello.
There is one subject that comes back in interviews, in conferences. It's the impact of the financial crisis on the series, on both sides, in the scripts and on sets where some shows has been cancelled, some other has cut corners. So I'd like to ask you how you feel about that, if there has been some impact on bones, and if you have maybe some friends, actors' friends, who have more trouble now to find jobs or stuff like that. Thank you.
Yes, I do have friends who have had trouble. Some friends who haven't worked in a year as an actor, very talented. Yeah, it has definitely impacted our show. We have budget cuts, and we're going into this year with even more budget cuts. One great thing about our show is that we're cheap. We are very clever, and I don't want to say we because I have nothing to do with it, but the people who work on our show, Steve Beers being one of them, makes our show look more expensive than it is. They work very hard to do that, whether it be getting locations for cheaper money, just the look of the show. They're able to scrimp in different areas, and we've had to scrimp even more, which has been hard. You'll see probably there'll be maybe less guest stars, maybe less locations that we'll go to in the next year, but hopefully you won't see that. Hopefully the writers and the producers will be very clever at hiding that, and you won't see. But yeah, I mean, it does affect us, absolutely. But we're survivors, and we're kind of the little engine that could, as we like to say. And we roll with the punches. And so even though we're already stretched really tight with our budget, we're going to stretch even more and see what we can do. And I know that our writers are very clever, and I know that the other producers are very clever making it all work and making it look fancier than it is.
Okay, right here on the right.
From Belgium. If you had thought of what you're going to do after the show, I mean, the show is cancelled, or if you want to quit it, you want to make a movie, comedy, or something far from the
Well, I can't quit. I'm on a contract. It's a good thing that I actually enjoyed the show. I would love to do some more film. I would love to do more theater. I have done some theater in Los Angeles, but I've never done theater in New York, and I would love to do that. Maybe theater internationally, I don't know. I mean, I would love to do some different things. I would love to have as varied a career as possible, whether it be the medium or the genre. From an action film to a romantic comedy to straight out comedy, I would love to do all of that, and to Chekhov, to Molière, to anything, Shakespeare. I'd love to do any of that, just as different as possible. So maybe after Bones, I want to play a stupid person who's very open emotionally. I don't know. Something as different as possible.
Okay. Next question is right over here on the left.
I am, it's me. I have a question for you. To follow on earlier, from the earlier question, if it's not too personal, is family and children something you envision for yourself? And the second question, being an actor in the public eye, do you feel the pressure to always look fantastic? Is it great when you get home and just slog around and take off the makeup?
Yes, I don't like, even here, there's people waiting outside the hotel. I feel like I can't leave without, putting on makeup and making my hair look nice. At home, yes, people sometimes follow you, but you can live your life, and I don't feel like I have to look a certain way. But yes, I mean, I do, in one sense, I think it's nice because it forces you to look good, where sometimes I'd be too much of a slob. I just recently bought a hairdryer, so I'm not very good at doing all that stuff for myself. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy being able to just kind of relax and not care, which I miss a little bit. Yeah, I think I would like to have a family at some point, but I don't know. I'm not ready for that quite yet, and so I guess when I'm ready will it happen, and whether I want to, I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air with that, but yes, I think I would like that. Right now, I'm kind of focused on the show, and it seems kind of crazy to, have a child while working in this way, but people do it all the time, so maybe it'll happen for me.
Okay, over here on the right.
Hi, Ben from Holland. Bodies in Bones are pretty lifelike. Do they ever freak you out? Secondly, you describe yourself as a big fan of real life forensic programs, even though sometimes you cannot sleep from what you see. So why do you still watch them? What's the fascination?
That's a good question. I think that we have, as a culture, certainly in the United States, we have fascination with death, with the morbid. My theory is that we've kind of taken death out of our lives. In the last 50 years especially, if somebody dies, they're whisked away, and, in a funeral home, people don't usually even see the body after somebody's dead. I have never seen a dead body in my life. I mean, I think that it's, I guess it's a great mystery, isn't it? What happens after you die? And I think sometimes we think the more we know about it, the more in control we will be. We'll never know really what happens until it actually does to us, I guess. But I think that's where my fascination lies, and perhaps where our culture's fascination lies.